On August 11, 2025, we pause to remember individuals from the United Kingdom and the United States whose lives touched the world of sports, politics, music, education, and entertainment. They came from different paths: football and city halls, jazz clubs and academic halls, Hollywood sets and church stages. Yet, their stories are united by dedication, passion, and the courage to leave behind something that would endure. Richard Carr was deeply tied to the legacy of Arsenal Football Club, one of England's most storied football institutions. As an executive, his tenure coincided with a transformative era in English football, where the sport became increasingly globalized, commercialized, and competitive. Carr's leadership and decision-making influenced the direction of the club during a period of change and growth. For Arsenal supporters, he will be remembered as a figure who worked behind the scenes, ensuring that the club's traditions were carried forward while adapting to the demands of the modern game. His passing at 87 marks the loss of a man who helped guide one of England's great football families. Thomas P. Costin Jr. lived a long life of public service, serving as mayor of Lynn, Massachusetts from 1956 to 1961. He led his community during an era marked by economic shifts and social change. His policies often focused on revitalizing neighborhoods, improving public works, and balancing tradition with modernization. Costin's legacy is one of dedication to the city he loved, showing that leadership begins at the local level, where the decisions of a mayor can directly shape the daily lives of citizens. Chuck Girard was a musician whose career stretched from surf rock harmonies to the pioneering sounds of contemporary Christian music. As a member of the Castells and the Handels, he helped shape the California pop sound of the 1960s. Later, with the band Love Song, he became one of the first artists to merge rock with Christian themes, inspiring a new generation of spiritual musicians. His voice carried warmth, sincerity, and conviction, whether singing about youthful joy or deep faith. Girard's death from cancer at 81 leaves a silence, but his songs continue to resonate across churches, radios, and hearts. Sheila Jordan was a legend in jazz, a singer whose phrasing, timing, and interpretive style placed her among the great innovators of the genre. Emerging in the bebop era, she collaborated with musicians like Charlie Parker and Lenny Tristano, bringing to life a sound that was both daring and intimate. Known for her improvisation and her ability to turn any lyric into a deeply personal statement, Jordan's artistry influenced singers for decades. At 96, she left behind not just a catalog of recordings, but a living tradition, proof that jazz is not only music, but a way of life. Samuel Krislov was a respected academic whose work explored the intersections of law, politics, and society. As a professor, he guided countless students through the complexities of governance and justice, emphasizing the importance of institutions and civic responsibility. His scholarship contributed to a deeper understanding of how democratic systems function and how they sometimes falter. At 95, Krislov's passing represents the loss of a scholar whose voice enriched both the classroom and the broader intellectual community. Danielle Spencer captured the hearts of audiences as a child actress on the sitcom What Happening, where she played the role of Dee Thomas with wit and charm. Her sharp humor and spirited presence made her a memorable figure in television history. Yet Spencer's life was not limited to entertainment. She pursued a career in veterinary medicine, dedicating herself to the care of animals. Her dual legacy as both performer and a healer reflected her wide-ranging talents and her compassion. Passing away from cancer at just 60, she leaves behind a story of resilience and reinvention, inspiring all who admired her work both on screen and in the clinic. Jerome Epstein's career was complex, marked by both achievement and controversy. A member of the New Jersey Senate from 1972 to 1974, he entered politics with ambition and the ability to connect with constituents. However, his later years were clouded by conviction and scandal. Even so, his story serves as a reminder of the fragile nature of public trust and how power can be both a gift and a temptation. In remembering Epstein, history reflects not only his service but the lessons of accountability that accompany political life. Today we have remembered Richard Carr, Thomas P. Costin Jr., Jerome Epstein, Chuck Girard, Sheila Jordan, Samuel Krislov, and Danielle Spencer. They lived different lives, some in music halls, others in city offices, classrooms, football stadiums, or television studios. Yet each of them contributed to the story of their time. From the soaring notes of jazz to the laughter of sitcoms, from the steady leadership of local politics to the devotion of an academic career, their gifts touched the lives of many. As we reflect on their journeys, let us carry forward their lessons. That creativity must be nurtured, that leadership must be responsible, and that service, whether through art, teaching, or healing, leaves a mark long after we are gone.